Hey, brothers and sisters, you scrolling, breathing, still here after all that bullshit. Listen up, because this part is for you and only you. This motherfucker killed people before coming for you. Now they're finding the fuck out. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That person who walked into your life like they'd done this 1,000 times. Like pain was a job, and you were just their next shift. They've broken people, crushed people. They've ended futures, shredded self-esteem, wrecked families, ruined trust. And everybody said the same thing about them, right? Careful with them. They're not right in the head. They've destroyed a lot of people. They don't lose. And then they came for you. They really thought you were just another name on the list. Another soul to drain, another mind to twist, another heart to step on. But here's the beautiful, fucked up little plot twist. They picked the wrong one, and now they're finding the fuck out. You ever notice how people like that move? They never start with you. They test their tricks on other people first. They practice abuse like a craft. They collect victims like trophies. They killed trust in other people. They killed hope in other people. They killed confidence, joy, self-belief, sometimes even the will to live. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sometimes physically. They leave a trail of quiet funerals behind them. Funerals for dreams, for identities, for whole versions of people who never came back. And the world just kept spinning. Life just said, cool story, and turned the page. No sirens, no alarms, no giant red warning label stamped across their forehead. Just, here's this charming, funny, impressive, put-together human, all dressed up in charisma and fake vulnerability. They killed people before they came for you. So when they showed up, they thought they were unstoppable. They thought, you're nothing. I've handled worse. I'll do the same thing to you I did to them. They believed their own hype. They believed nobody could touch them. They believed you would fold just like the others. But what they didn't understand is this. You weren't the next victim. You were the final experiment. Because by the time they reached you, something was different. You were already broken, already cracked, already shattered in places they couldn't see. You had scars they didn't know about. You'd been betrayed before. You'd been abandoned before. You'd been emotionally slaughtered before they ever knew your name. They thought your pain made you easier to destroy. But your pain was the exact thing that made you dangerous. You weren't soft clay. You were glass that already broke and got put back together with rage, awareness, and zero tolerance. They came for you with their usual tricks. The manipulation, the guilt, the gaslighting, the love bombing, the subtle digs, the fake apologies, the crocodile tears, the you're crazy, you're overreacting, you're too sensitive, bullshit. And at first, yeah, it probably worked. You doubted yourself. You cried. You froze. You questioned your worth again. Because you're human. Because you care. Because you didn't want to become what hurt you. But then, something snapped. Something ancient inside you sat up and said, no, not this time. Not me. Not like this. That's the moment they started finding out. See, people like that always underestimate one thing. Once you've been hurt enough times, you don't just heal. You evolve. You start analyzing everything. You see patterns they think are invisible. You hear tone shifts nobody else catches. You clock inconsistencies in their stories. You see that smirk when you're breaking down. You notice how they only apologize when they're at risk of losing control. You become a forensic scientist of human behavior. And while they think you're still that soft, naive, breakable little soul, You're actually sitting there like, greater than, yeah, I've seen this movie before, but this time I'm changing the ending. They killed people before coming for you, not just physically. They killed people's belief in themselves. They killed their sense of safety. They made people think, maybe I deserve this. Maybe I am the problem. But when they tried that shit on you, something different happened. You started waking up. Let's talk about that waking up, because that's the main thing they didn't plan for. Waking up isn't pretty. It's not some aesthetic montage with soft music. It's you on the floor at 3 a.m. staring at the wall, realizing they don't love me. They love control. They don't care that I'm hurt. They care that I'm not obeying. They're not sorry. They're scared I'll leave. I wasn't crazy. I was being conditioned. It's that sick, heavy drop in your chest when you finally admit, this person does not want what's best for me. They want what's best for them, at my expense. And that realization, that's the bullet they never saw coming. Because once your mind shifts, everything changes. You stop explaining yourself 12 times. You stop trying to get them to understand you. You stop arguing with delusion. You stop trying to prove your worth to someone who is invested in not seeing it. You start pulling your energy back. You start going quiet. You start observing more than talking. You start moving different. And oh, that's when they really start finding the fuck out. They're not used to that, are they? They're used to tears on command. They're used to you chasing, apologizing, begging. They're used to having the final word, the last say, the ultimate control. So when you go cold, when you stop reacting, when your eyes shift from please don't leave me to try that shit again and see what happens spiritually, their stomach drops because you've switched levels. You're not playing please love me anymore. You're playing I see you, I see everything. And there's nothing more terrifying to a manipulator than someone who sees them clearly and isn't scared anymore. They killed other people's boundaries. They killed other people's self-respect. They killed other people's ability to trust their own mind. But they came for you and accidentally activated you. Let's be clear about something. You didn't turn into a monster. You just stopped volunteering to be a victim. You didn't become heartless. You became selective. You didn't become bitter. You became done. You're not out here plotting violent revenge. That's not your job. You're not the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You are something worse. For them, you're a mirror. You are the one thing they can't stand. A walking reflection of their own ugliness, their own patterns, their own sickness, staring back at them in silence. Your healing, your boundaries, your refusal to cave. That is their punishment. Every time you say no, they feel control slipping. Every time you don't respond to the bait, they feel their power dying. Every time you don't fold, they feel that old script burning. They killed people before coming for you, but you're killing their illusions. Let's talk about karma for a second. Not the cute Instagram quote version, the real version. Karma is not some magical instant bolt of lightning. Karma is compound interest. Every lie they told, every person they broke, every time they knew they were causing harm and doubled down anyway. That shit adds up. And when they came for you, the interest finally matured. You were not just another person. You were the final invoice. Because here's what happens when they try to do the same dirty tricks on someone who's finally awake. You talk. You expose patterns. You set boundaries publicly. You show people receipts. You shine light where they survive on darkness. Or sometimes, you don't say anything at all. You just walk away, and let their own behavior testify against them. And suddenly, people start connecting dots. People start realizing, wait, they did the exact same thing to me. People start comparing stories. People start waking up together. And that's when they really start finding the fuck out. Because their favorite weapon was isolation. Keep each target separated. Make each person think, I'm the only one they treat this way. It must be my fault. But once people compare notes, it's over. Their mask doesn't just slip, it shatters. You know what's empowering as hell? Realizing that your survival is living proof that they're not as powerful as they pretend to be. They killed people before you. Remember? At least that's what the story said. Everybody who deals with them gets wrecked. Everybody who crosses them loses. But you crawled, you bled, you shook, you doubted yourself, and you still got back up. Not clean, not pretty, not flawless, but up. Every day you're still here, they lose. Every time you laugh again, they lose. Every time you move on a little more, they lose. Every time you choose yourself, instead of chasing their approval, they lose. Every time you learn something new, level up, heal one more layer, evolve one more step, they lose. They came for you, expecting to end you. Instead, they accidentally sponsored your transformation. They think they broke you. No, they built something they can no longer access. They can't reach the version of you that's emerging. That version has security clearance they never earned. Let's be raw for a second. You're angry, you're hurt. And sometimes you think, why didn't I see it sooner? Why did I let it go this far? Why did I ignore the red flags? But you have to understand, you weren't stupid. You were hopeful. You wanted to believe someone could be better. You wanted to believe love, loyalty, kindness, effort would reach them. You wanted to believe this time would be different. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. They used that against you. They weaponized your empathy, your softness, your desire to fix things. But here's where everything flips. You didn't lose because you cared. They lost because they didn't. And now, that same empathy they abused is being redirected, not toward them, toward you. You're starting to care about yourself with the same intensity you cared about everyone else. You're starting to protect yourself the way you wished someone would have protected you when you were younger. You're starting to show up for yourself like nobody ever did. And that right there is the biggest fuck you to everything they tried to do. They killed people before coming for you. But you are rebuilding yourself with a kind of honesty that terrifies them. Because once you own your story, they can't use it against you anymore. They can whisper, they can lie, they can twist, they can call you crazy, dramatic, obsessive, bitter, the problem. They can run their mouth all day. But here's the thing, they're talking from the same old script. You're speaking from experience and evolution. Their words don't land the same when you've stopped needing them to. You're not chasing their version of you. You're writing your own. You're not trying to prove you're innocent. You know what you survived. You know what you tolerated. You know what you walked away from. You have nothing to prove to someone who would rather lose you than face themselves. And let's talk about the future for a second. Your future. Because this is where most people get stuck. You think this story defines you. You think this pain is your whole identity. You think this betrayal is your permanent label. But that's exactly how they win. That's exactly how they keep killing people long after they're gone. By turning the wound into your personality. You don't owe them that. They took enough already. They don't also get to own your future. So now, Now your job is simple and brutal and sacred. You heal so deeply that you recognize their kind from a mile away. You love yourself so loudly that people like them can't stand the frequency. You build such a solid life that their absence feels like relief, not a hole. You surround yourself with people who would rather lose the argument than lose you. You become the kind of person that the old you needed. You become the safe place that they never were. You become everything they weren't strong enough, honest enough, or human enough to be. And somewhere quietly, reality is closing in on them. The truth catches up. The mask cracks. The charm stops working. The stories stop matching. But the people they used to control stop flinching. They look around and realize, oh, shit, it's me. I'm the problem. That's them finding the fuck out. Not because you destroyed them, but because you refused to let them keep destroying you. So here you are, still standing, maybe shaking but standing, maybe tired but learning, maybe heartbroken, but unguaranteed to break the same way again. You are not the easy target they thought you were. You are living proof that the cycle can stop. You are the one who looked at hell, took notes, and walked out with your soul intact. This motherfucker killed people before coming for you. And yet here you are, existing like a glitch in their system, a walking contradiction to their everyone breaks eventually philosophy. You survived what was designed to erase you, and now every step you take, every boundary you set, every new chapter you write, is another reminder to them and to the whole damn universe that their reign is over and your story is nowhere near done yet. And your story is nowhere near done yet. That's the part that keeps echoing in their head while they pretend everything's fine. Because listen, they're used to people staying broken. They're used to people staying quiet. They're used to being the last page in somebody else's book. But you're walking around like a deleted character that somehow respawned in God mode. And it's messing with them in a way they'll never admit out loud. They replay moments with you. You know, the arguments, the tears, the times you tried to explain your hurt and they rolled their eyes, the times you caught something off and they gaslit you right back into confusion. Back then, they thought it was funny. They thought it was power. They thought, look how easy it is to twist this one up. And then one day, almost casually, you stopped reacting the same way. You didn't announce it. You didn't write a speech. You just switched. The way you texted changed. The way you looked at them shifted. You didn't laugh at the same jokes. You didn't drop everything to fix their chaos. That moment, that subtle, quiet shift, that was their oh shit moment. Because people like that don't fear anger. They fear detachment. Yelling? They can handle that. Crying? They feed on that. Begging? They live for that. But you going emotionally silent while still being physically present? You starting to see them like a pattern instead of a person. That's the beginning of their sentence being read out loud. This motherfucker killed people before coming for you, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And they walked in expecting an easy encore. They expected you to go out like the rest. Instead, you became the glitch in their code. And yeah, maybe it didn't happen overnight. Maybe you slipped back a few times. Maybe you believed their little performance, those I promise I'll change monologues, the fake tears, the no one understands me like you do lines. You're not dumb for that. You were seeing the person they could have been if they weren't so committed to being a walking disaster. But each time they repeated the same bullshit, something in you hardened and something in you softened. hardened toward their manipulation, softened toward yourself. You started thinking, hold on, if they can keep choosing themselves like this, why can't I? That's the pivot. That's the point where you stop dying in their story and start writing your own. They used to be the sun in your world, right? Every mood you had was about them. Every decision was about them. You'd check your phone and your stomach would flip depending on their tone, their emoji, their silence. And then slowly, you started becoming the main character in your own life again. You picked up an old hobby, you hit the gym, or tried to eat one proper meal that didn't come out of stress. You cleaned your room, your phone, your contacts list. You unsubscribed from chaos by inches. Nothing dramatic, no fireworks, just small, boring, disciplined actions that didn't have their name all over them. And that's when they really started finding the fuck out. Because they could feel you choosing you in a way that didn't include them at the center. See, these types survive on a very specific ecosystem. Secrecy, confusion, instability. Once you bring in clarity, routine, truth, it's like turning on the lights in a cockroach nest. They start scattering. They get irritable. They say you've changed. They accuse you of acting different. And they're right. You did. You are. You're acting like someone who finally realized, I don't have to bleed to prove I care. They killed people before you by making them internalize the harm, by making them believe, I'm the crazy one, I'm the broken one, I'm the reason they act like this. You're breaking that script. And breaking a script is way more dangerous to them than breaking a dish, a phone, or a door. Think about how wild it is. They walked into your life with a proven track record of destruction. Nobody ever checked them. Nobody held up a mirror strong enough. Nobody forced them to face themselves. They had people scared, silenced, ashamed. Nobody wanted to start drama, right? Nobody wanted to ruin their reputation. People just took their pain and swallowed it. Then they met you. You were damaged, yeah, but you were also awake-ish. You had just enough self-awareness to question things. And under all the insecurity, you had a spine that refused to fully snap. That's the part they underestimated. That quiet inner core of I know deep down this isn't right. Even when you couldn't prove it. Every time you cried alone, something in you was taking notes. Every time they flipped the script on you, something in you was whispering, file that, remember that, this isn't love. You were building a case in your own mind without even realizing it. And at some point that case got too heavy to ignore. One day, the weight of everything they did collided with the weight of everything you deserve. And your spirit just said, yeah, fuck this. You didn't say it out loud, maybe, but you started acting it. You started blocking. You started muting. You started leaving them on scene. You started canceling plans that made you anxious. You started saying, I'm busy, even if busy was just you trying to remember who you were before all this. This is what they're finding out. You're not obligated to be their favorite victim. You're not obligated to stay in a story that keeps killing you. You're not obligated to keep forgiving behavior that isn't changing. You are allowed to clock the pattern, make a decision, and walk the fuck away. That's power. Not screaming in their face, not posting an angry essay. Power is silence plus distance plus a life that keeps expanding without their name on it. And yeah, you're still healing. You still get that random wave of sadness. You still hear their voice in your head sometimes, telling you you're too much or not enough. You still get triggered by tone, by certain phrases, by someone being a little too familiar. None of that means you failed. That just means you're human, and you went through some heavy shit. Healing isn't erasing the memory. Healing is remembering without willingly walking back into the fire. You know that feeling when something reminds you of them, and your chest tightens. But instead of texting them, you breathe, you ground yourself, you message a friend, you journal, you hit the gym, you put on a song that reminds you of who you're becoming instead of who tried to break you. That right there is you rewiring your nervous system. And that, quietly, is their empire falling apart. Because their whole identity depended on people staying stuck on them, fixated on them, orbiting them. Every person who breaks out of that orbit is a piece of their power, evaporating,